50, 45. There goes Davis.
Oh, my God.
Davis is going to run it all the way back. Auburn's going to win the football game. Auburn's going to win the football game. He ran the missed field goal back. He ran it back 109 yards. They're not going to keep him off the field tonight. Holy cow. Oh, my God. Auburn wins. Auburn has won the Iron Bowl. Auburn has won the Iron Bowl in the most unbelievable fashion you will ever see.
Oh, happy June, everybody, and welcome into a brand new edition of the Dream Wager. I almost said AKP. Presented by Viva Tequila Seltzer. A little more on them. Yeah, huge week in Brick City. But welcome in, everyone. Today is Monday, June 2nd. We're already halfway through this fucking year, kid. Time is flying by. Hair is growing out. Beard is growing out. The sunshine this week. I don't know if you looked at the weather app.
Starting to get hot.
Starting to get hot, kid. You know what that means. Got to get the AC up in here. But how you doing? How was your weekend?
Weekend was great. I'm doing fine, Dale. My upper back a little sore, so like when I turn this way, hurts a little bit.
I slept on my neck wrong last night. It's killing me.
Yeah, so I'm over here trying to stretch it. So if you see me go to the left a lot, people, just let your boy rock. I'm over here trying to stretch.
Mind your business.
Yeah. But other than that, pretty great. Saw great Game 6 Saturday night. Dale.
Well, for you.
Not overall, it was a pretty good game.
No. Terrible. We're both wearing green. Trying to make you guys some money. Did not notice that on the top. Any particular reason why you're wearing green?
To be honest,
is that your favorite color?
One of them, yes. And just did laundry yesterday.
Okay.
This was right on the top of the drawer.
That's a guy thing. That's a guy thing. Because girls are like, why do you just take the thing right off the top?
What you mean? It's clean.
Because that's the easiest.
Yeah, I don't need to sit there and search. It's the pod. What's better than Tiger from Disney? Come on now.
Who's that? Who's that?
Vintage.
Oh, Tiger, or the from Disney, the lion.
This is 90s. Now,
that's vintage.
I got the collection. Come on now.
Oh wow. All right. Well, kid, we got a great episode for you guys. We'll recap the weekend that was, unfortunately. We got some NFL news, so we could talk about that. We're 95 days away from opening kickoff. Can't wait. I'm actually itching and clawing. Before you know it, 2-a-days are back. Ooh, I cannot wait. We got MLB. We got a 7-game slate here on Monday. Mets back in first place. No big deal. NHL Stanley Cup Finals. We have a rematch of last year, the Oilers and the Panthers. Game 1 puck drops Wednesday night. We'll have preview for that. And then Game 1 final is Thursday. We'll have our episode earlier that day, so we'll have Game 1 picks then for next pod. But we will talk about the series. We'll have some series plays. Elvis said he's about to drop irresponsible amount of money on a series pick.
A series prop or
responsibly?
I love to play a lot, people. I love to play
answer my question.
Responsible? Oh, absolutely, Dill. If you can't do it multiple times, you shouldn't be doing it.
No, I agree with that.
If it can't fall out your pocket and you can still enjoy your day, you shouldn't be doing it.
I'll say this: the last time I witnessed it with my own eyes, when he was at my house, he said, "Cause I'm putting about like $500 right now." I looked at him like, "You sure responsibly?" And he goes, "Nah, they doing it, cuz." I said, "Yo, I really hope they hit for you." We woke up the next morning a winner, baby.
Won by 27, I think.
They blew him out. I think it was the Sixers.
No, it was the Clippers versus the Mavs. So they played back-to-backs. Mavs won in L.A. by 20. I said, they're going to happen back-to-back nights. Put 500 on the Clippers.
Wow. And it hit. Shout out you. That was one of when I saw that live, I was like,
I did it in front of Dylan.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah.
All right, kid, let's get this one out of the way. Game 6 over the weekend. It was a tough one, too. Did a lot over the weekend, and I was just dreading it. Saturday wasn't, I don't know. Saturday wasn't the best feeling for me because I was playing basketball. I went to my grandma's, right? You know, she can't drive. She went her whole life without driving.
Mm-hmm. Great.
So, legend. So I go, yeah, we'll go get your hair done, right? This and the third. I was like, you know what? Game 6, I gotta start getting some shots. You seen the driveway. I got my own net. Started taking free throw shots. I was like, please. I'm out here trying to do witchcraft like these people online. I'm sitting here like, God. I went to Dick's Sporting Goods and got a new ball. Wilson.
Need one.
Oh my God. I got a pump. I got a whole new net for my rim. Yo, I went crazy. I literally was
invested.
Like,
you're invested.
I'm invested mentally, physically, spiritually, psychologically, everything. So I'm sitting here hitting free throws, right? Shout out Torres. He's out here feeding me the ball. Paul. Yeah. And I'm out here just shooting, right? I'm like, yo, I feel good tonight, bro. Like, I'm hitting some shots. I feel like we're going to go on the road. We're going to set the tone. Yo, I had it all in my head. I go and pick up my girl from the train station. She's all relaxed. Had a few days away, right? Perfect. Every vibes are high.
High.
And then after the fourth quarter, it was all downhill. I mean, we were only down 4 at half. And again, that third quarter, you can't trade buckets for buckets. That's my thing. So I thought OG had a great game. Game. Jalen Brunson didn't on a game where we really needed our Superman. He did not show up. Cat had a pretty good game. He went 0 for 4 from 3, but he had a pretty good game. I'll retract some of my comments about Mikal Bridges. I thought he had a pretty good playoff run. I know I was recency bias. I was not happy with offensively, but I thought he played pretty good defense. Mitchell Robinson, I liked what he did on the defensive end, and he brought a spark. Landry Shamet, he tried to give us everything. He hit a couple big shots as well. Shout out him. DeLon Wright as well, coming off the bench. Josh Hart, he did it all he could do, but you gotta tip your cap when it's due. And Tyrese Halliburton's going on that Avenge tour right now. He's posting up all these clips and with the music I get with 50 Cent. So, he could do that. I think what made Saturday night even better for me, was when they were giving out the Eastern Conference Final. He thought it was him. He thought it was him.
You heard it where first?
You. Plus 500?
Plus 1,300, Dylan. I try to tell the people. I was like, you know what? Pascal Siakam been there, done that.
Finals champ.
I'm not going to say I know the Pacers are going to move on, but I like their chances to make the finals, right?
That's fucked.
I'm just being honest. I was like, if somebody's going to win it, I'm going to take Pascal. And they proved me right by 1 vote. Another 30 piece to close out Game 6. Shout out Pascal.
Yeah, I'll say this. Tyrese Halliburton is the best player on that team. He makes everything go. Mm-hmm. It was just fucking hilarious that he thought it was him. He goes to the front of the line like he's about to get the trophy. And
he even put it himself. He said,
that made my night. I'm not going to lie. It made going to sleep Saturday night a little more at ease. Thank you. Disappointing season. I'm going to go off real quick. Disappointing season. I know I said that. Yeah, I know I said that last episode because I was very emotional. Still emotional. I tweeted today, I miss the Knicks. Because I do. I miss the run. And I think I'm not going to apologize for our fan base for beating the Celtics. That was our NBA Finals. We haven't won anything in over 20 years. So I'm going to let them rock out because of that. Now, the ultimate goal, everyone's clowning us because we go out the next round. Okay, you get your shots. It's fair. I understand that. So I'm not going to apologize for that. I'll apologize to myself, though, because I don't think it was a disappointing year. Yes, the ultimate goal, obviously, is to win an NBA Finals. But I think all media outlets, no one really had pinned the New York Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals. They would think, hey, they're a playoff team. They're a 4 or 5 seed. A lot of people had high expectations with the Bucks, Paul George coming over to Philadelphia. So a lot of people had other expectations other than the Knicks. So beating the Celtics, I thought that was a win in itself. And I'm happy with the team that we have. I love our leader, Jalen Brunson. I think he will bring us closer and closer each year. I'll say this, though. One negative that I think the front office and I guess the fan base thought was that Cat was going to be our savior. I don't believe that. After last series, do you believe that real quick, Elvis?
Put it like this.
Simple. No, please. Simple yes or no. Do you believe he's our savior?
Savior, no.
So my thing is you trade everyone. The front office goes all in saying, you know what? Now with Mikal Bridges, Jalen, Josh, OG, we got a zesty Cat. Yeah. You know what frustrates me and what makes me so mad and emotional about talking about Cat is that when he is on that fourth quarter where he dropped 20, the potential is there. I want to love Cat so much because he's a Jersey kid, but I can't because I think he's so fucking soft. He is so soft. He's a bitch and he complains about every fucking call. He doesn't get back on defense. People wanted to pose the question that if Jaylen Brown was a liability, no, you had the wrong player. It was Cat. He got exposed every fucking transition play. Every time in the playoffs, he got touched. Flopping. He's a whiner. It makes him look like a bitch. I'm not calling him a bitch, but it makes him look like one. You're supposed to be the number one overall player from Jersey, from Kentucky, right? Start fucking acting like it. Because I don't think we're going to win with him. Now, you mentioned Giannis a few episodes ago or a few weeks ago. I forget. If that's a possibility, trade this fucking guy immediately because that is our savior. And he's about to make $50 million next year. Mikal Bridges is on his last year. He's going to get 4 years, $157 million. You got to pay Mikal Bridges. You traded 5 draft picks for him. You don't trade 5 draft picks for him to not re-sign him. I'm so disappointed in Cat, and besides the one game, he was a defensive liability. And I think what frustrates me, like I said, is I see all the potential there. He could, and what frustrates me even more is I don't think he sees it, E. I don't think he sees it and sees what he does to the team. He's too busy bitching and hollering to the refs. They don't give a fuck. These refs are running past you. They're getting out on transition better than you. So, miss me with all this Cat. We wouldn't be here without Cat. Fuck all that. We wouldn't be here without Jalen Brunson. So, I'm off Cat, bro. I'm off him.
One thing I want to say for all the listeners out there, that's a passionate New York Knicks fan. I'm telling y'all right now, that was straight raw and emotion. So I appreciate Dylan for being an honest Knicks fan here, because that was truth. That was the truth.
I don't think you ever see me this emotional outside of me losing the World Series with the Mets.
Yeah, losing the World Series with the Mets, he was tight. He was tight. This one thing I will say real quick. First of all, you have every right to feel the way you does, because we saw Cat at his best in Game 3, fourth quarter, and also at his worst at times defensively in this series. I will give you that. You have every right to feel that way. Not just you, every Knicks fan out there, right? Mm-hmm. Only thing that I want you and Knicks fans to at least give them the respect. Without Karl Anthony Towns, y'all would have got swept. Let's just be real. Without that 20-point performance in the fourth quarter of Game 3, y'all would have got swept.
That's fair.
That's all
I'll
I'm
give
saying.
him that.
Besides that fourth quarter, you can make the case Karl Anthony Towns overperformed. And to your question earlier, saying is he
underperformed?
I say you can make the case.
Yeah.
I'm being fair now. I'm being fair. Besides the fourth quarter of Game 3.
Yeah.
Right. On the boards, he was fantastic. From the 3-point line, he could have been a little better, but hey, at the end of the day, that's his shot. It's not like he's taking a bad shot every time he shoots a 3-point shot. earlier when you asked me, is Karl Anthony Towns, is he the savior? And it was just a yes or no question. I had to answer yes or no because I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. You know, it's your segment, right? My question back to you is,
Please.
We just saw both of them, right? Both of them. You got to compare each performance. Who you rather have? We both saw them in the conference finals, East and West. Karl Anthony Towns or Julius Randle? Let's just be honest. Karl Anthony Towns outplayed Julius Randle in the conference finals.
Do I have to pick one of them, or can I say neither?
No, you have to. Who? Let me ask you the question. You hit me with the yes or no. Who had a better conference finals, Julius Randle or Karl Anthony Towns?
I got to look at the numbers, but probably Karl.
It is Karl. He averaged a double.
His name is Karl from now on, though, by the way.
But I understand why Knicks fans and you are frustrated with Karl Anthony Towns. We saw time and time again with these knicky-knack fouls. Maybe he didn't hustle.
Stupid.
Yeah. He didn't hustle as much as the other guys transitionally. I understand that. Especially when Mitchell Robinson wasn't in. You needed that anchor there. And yes, he dealt with foul trouble, but he might not be your savior, Dill. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to say y'all wouldn't reach or win as far without Cat, but he helped y'all get there. There's no doubt in my mind this is Jalen Brunson's team, but in my opinion, I think y'all dug it out with Cat, man. I think y'all try to get a little deeper. We saw Thibodeau and the Knicks extend this series when they went to the bench. Maybe if the bench was maybe I went to the bench a little sooner, games 1 and 2. This series goes 7. Hey, maybe y'all be going to the finals. Look at Landry Shamet. Game 6 in the close.
We should be playing Game 7 tonight if it wasn't for that fucking shot Game 1.
Hey, it's a great case. I can't deny it. I cannot deny it.
And you know that's the game of basketball. I get it.
It's not a lucky shot. It was
it's not.
It was a lucky bounce.
Yeah, I'm not saying that, and I know that's basketball. We've played it our whole life. Obviously not to this level, but I understand bounces don't go your way. I'm not crying over that. I'm crying because I agree. I would rather have Cat outside of Julius Randle. But my point is, everyone claimed, he even said, I'm the best big man shooting of all time. He's coming out with preposterous words and sentences.
To be real, he might be.
No, stop.
At the 5 position 3-point percentage, he's number 1 all time, Dill. Let's just be real. I'm not
0 for 4 in a closeout game on the road.
You can't deny that happened. You can't look. All right, real quick.
Yeah.
Not to change the subject, but to change the subject.
Okay. I love when people say it. It's like what I'm saying. If I could be honest real quick.
Remember that closeout game where Klay Thompson shot 0 for 11?
Yeah.
Is Klay Thompson not the second greatest shooter, arguably, of all time?
In my generation, yeah. I know he had one bad night. But there have been many bad nights for Karl.
I'm not denying that, Dill. All I'm saying is, at the 5 position, the reason he can say that because he has the highest 3-point percentage.
I also think you're catching me at a very emotional. I'm still emotional after Saturday.
That's why I loved your rant, and that's why I wanted to thank you because that was the truth right there.
No, it was 100% how I felt.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and you can't fake that.
No,
you can't buy that. You can't write that. That's coming from the heart.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to.
People have teleprompters on ESPN and Fox. I don't got no fucking teleprompters.
Yeah, I don't even got notes. I got the game.
I got my
recap.
fucking heart on my sleeve. That's what I got.
That's what we got here, people. We giving you straight raw and cut.
$50 million a year, cuz they said he was gonna save us. That's what they told. That's what the front office told me.
I'm not calling Karl Anthony Towns your savior.
You know how I know I don't believe you? Because if he was on your team, you'd be like, yo, cuz, why he not getting back on D? Why he yelling at the Revs? You would feel how I feel.
No, I said it from the start. You're not wrong for feeling this way. All I'm asking is for some respect on Karl's
I think I respected him by saying I would rather have him than Julius. That's respect.
Fair.
That's fair.
At the end of the day, from a fan, as a Nets fan, I'm a Brooklyn Nets fan, New Jersey Nets fan.
New Jersey, please.
New Jersey Nets fan, people.
Yeah.
In my opinion, the Knicks had a successful
year. I think that's where I was wrong. I was a little emotional because I thought we were gonna get run off the fucking court, but a lot of people that obviously I've talked to, that I follow at the media, that I've heard nationally say, oh, the Knicks would be lucky if they got to 5 games with the Celtics. Suck my dick. That's how I'm feeling. And yeah, everyone's like, oh, one thing I will say that was kind of weird, like, and I know like it's like politicians got involved because they're like, oh, it's a big time for New York. The sign's got to come down. Like
They're
they
still
have
up.
to,
I drove past today. They're still up, by the way.
I know. I drove by one today too. They need to come down immediately. That's loser talk. Like that is loser mentality. You still got that shit up off a second round victory. You're a loser.
At the end of the day, the Knicks
No.
went somewhere.
I'm not trying to hear any of that.
This century, Dill.
I don't care, and I defend it.
Let's be honest, Dill. You're not even going to hang your hat on the Eastern Conference Final appearance. You're not going to hang your hat on it.
That's loser mentality. Coming from someone who has won Super Bowls and World Series in your lifetime, you're telling me you would hang your hat on making the AFC Championship? No, you would sit here and be like, nah, we fucking lost because you're used to Super Bowls.
You're absolutely right, Dill, but at the end of the day, you're not used to it. So the fact that you're trending towards the right direction, to me, you should be able to hang your hat on that.
No, I'm not hanging anything
for the first
on that.
time for the first time in your life, your Knicks made the Eastern Conference Final.
I know. So I'm celebrating it, but I don't gotta hang my fucking hat on a street sign.
Yeah, but you should at least think at least come to the realization, not just you, all Knicks fans. Maybe the next 25 years are going to be much better, and I think you can hang your hat on that.
I think they will with Jalen Brunson and not Cat.
And
I think both things could be true.
They're going to be a great duel for the next 2 to 3 years.
No, get him out of here. If there was an opportunity to go get Giannis, would you trade him?
Absolutely. That's Giannis. He's a top 3 player, arguably the best player in the league. There's no if, no ands about that deal. But let's just be real. The way the Knicks are constructed right now, ask Tibbs as the coach, because I don't think he's going nowhere.
They said he's safe. Yeah. They said he's safe.
Do you think your Knicks could honestly win the East and make a finals run and win the finals
without Cat? No, I'm serious. They need to get rid of this guy.
The way your team is constructed right now,
we can't.
You're a second round teaming out. That's what you're saying next year?
No, maybe we can make it to the Eastern Conference Finals again, but we can't pass the Boston Celtics. We can't pass.
Did it.
What?
Did it.
Yeah, but I don't want to discredit them, but like, okay, we got a little. No, I'm not gonna say, but we got a little lucky. I'm saying we got a little lucky. Who knows? Pacers, back-to-back years, really good. Mm-hmm. They're sending up, and we got to. Hey, back when Scott was on the show a few weeks ago, we got to start respecting Rick Carlisle as national media, us included. Yo, Rick Carlisle is an NBA fucking champion. He has been there and done that. I don't ever hear anything about Rick Carlisle. Why?
Small market.
It doesn't. He is there. This is the Paul George finals.
It is. It's the Paul George final, though. And real quick, like you said, Indiana is gonna come back and be better. You know why? They're in the finals underneath the salary cap. They're not in the luxury tax. Yeah. So they're gonna be able to add a piece come in this offseason, though. They're gonna be here for the next couple of years.
Obi Toppin, once he came,
look at Obi Toppin. Look what he did off the bench. Did he give him 17?
I don't fucking know. Fuck that.
I think he gave him 17. I had him in a parlay for 10. You know, I gotta get that plus.
What do you have?
Bro, Obi Toppin had 18 points.
Yeah. He's like that. Brooklyn kid. I like Obi. When he got traded, what did I come on the pod and say? Yo, that's a big loss.
You know why? Because wasn't he a top? I think he was a 7th, 8th overall pick.
No, he was like a 16th pick. 16th,
first round pick.
He was a lottery pick.
And y'all let him go for nothing. And he dropped 18 on you.
When I think they turned it around as an organization when they let go of Bruce Brown. I think they overpaid for champion Bruce Brown one year.
They did.
And they were like, this ain't it. Then they went and got a champion, Pascal Siakam. And that's when everything changed, bro. I'm the one guy I'm happy for. I hate that fucking team. I hate McConnell. I hate everybody. I hate Neesmith. I am happy for Rick Carlisle. I think he's an amazing coach, very underrated. And I am happy for Pascal Siakam. I have no beef with Pascal. I think he's a hell of a player. And that reporter is fucking weird. Did you see that?
Yeah, with after Game 5, the question. Yeah,
he was like, "Yo, what's wrong with you?"
Pascal is a very underrated player. People don't give him the
100%.
credit. He's some people call him a small forward. He plays a small
he plays the 3 and the 4.
But he's a small forward. People don't give him the credit he deserves. Pascal is like, he's been there and done that. He's a champion, and now he has a Larry Bird trophy sitting in his room now.
Yeah, but that's not as cool as like winning at Finals MVP, right? No one's gonna be going around being like, "Yeah, won Eastern Conference Finals MVP."
At the end of the day, you did.
No, I credit to him. I was so happy he won. Honestly,
I know you. Yeah,
I was. I'm not gonna lie. I was sick. You could just imagine me, kid, standing in front of my TV, mad. Just mad. The
you
anger.
Didn't go like Elvis called it.
No, when he won, because we were watching it live. I'm watching it, and Sophia's like, she's like, "You don't want to turn this off?" Because usually I turn it off. I don't want to fucking see anything. I'm like, nah, I want to see if like I just wanted to see it. I don't know what came over me. I just wanted to watch it, and I saw it live of like him pointing to himself, and I lost myself. And I said, I just turned around and I go, I said he lost it. I said we're good. We could go. Oh man, but yeah, that's enough on the Knicks. I think they need to do some work. I'm not surprised they said Tibbs is safe. No one really came out. It's speculation, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's safe for another year. I think he's a good coach. I think we have a solid foundation. I think we're missing one piece, and you replace that piece with Carl. And you get Giannis. I think
that's too much to ask for. Though.
No, he loves it. He went on a Q&A on X that everything happened. He said, "What place do I love the most? New York City." Hey, those are his words, not mine. Who doesn't love the Garden? Is that a fair thing to say?
Yeah, Garden is definitely a great place to be.
Come
I'll tell
on,
you that.
Kid. So. All right, that's enough of fucking that. We got some NFL news, though. We had a trade over the weekend. 49ers and Eagles, they're finalizing a trade. They're going to send Breece Huff. Remember him? Mm-hmm. Breece Huff to San Francisco for a mid-round pick. Obviously, it can't happen until I think the 3rd or the 4th of this week sometime. But both sides are willing to make it happen. And Breece Huff returning to the 49ers. Under Rob Salah, baby. They're gonna make his contract fully guaranteed. I think it's around $17 million. So I think he's gonna make most of it a signing bonus and get around $9 to $10 million right off the bat to make the contract a little bit more flexible for him. So within the last week or week and a half now since recording, the 49ers added 3 Jets: Breece Huff, Thomas Morstead, the punter, and Chaz Sturm, the linebacker, outside linebacker. So 49ers are back.
Yeah.
With Salah, I'm telling you. And let's not forget, how good was Breece Huff? He had a career year with the Jets under Salah, and then he went to Philly and he went MIA.
Yeah, well, first of all, Philly was loaded, and I think Huff ended up getting hurt. Then he came back, and then the defense was just on the run.
He won a ring.
Yeah, he couldn't get really much playing time because
shout out him. Yeah, he made the right call.
And now look, he got traded. Going to probably be a starter in San Francisco on a team that got rid of a lot of key players. So
they're gonna.
It's a great move. I think it's a great move for the 49ers, and not for nine. Also, a pretty good move for the Eagles, and I'm gonna tell you why. For the last 2 to 3, maybe 4 drafts, the Eagles has just been hitting bangers after bangers after bangers. It wouldn't shock me one bit if they get a stud next year in the 3rd round for Huff. Wouldn't shock me one bit, people.
I'm looking at San Francisco. I'm telling you, I'm so high on San Francisco. I think it's going to be a bounce back here. Brock Purdy got paid. They're going to be healthy coming into the season. They got to revamp. They got young. Look at their draft picks this offseason. In the draft, they went all defense. They got younger. They got faster. They brought their DC back. I'm looking at their win total right now. 10 and a
9.5.
half
10.5.
plus 110.
It's a tough division.
It is, but I'm high. I'm high on
It's
them.
plus. Put like this. It should be plus 110. It should be. I haven't looked at the schedule,
No, I haven't either,
but 10.5 wins in that division sounds like a lot.
I fucking can't wait for football. I love football so much.
Few weeks away, people. Few weeks away. 2 days.
Yeah. And we also had an announcement today. Lions All-Pro center Frank Ragnow, he announced on IG that he is retiring from the NFL. I mean, Frank Ragnow, he's going to go down as one of the best centers of our generation. He's the only NFL center to play 2,000 pass block snaps and only allow 5 sacks since 2020. I mean, the last 3 seasons, he's been battling some injuries. 3-time Pro Bowler, two AP second teams. He's ranked the 3rd, 1st, and 5th at his position in those 3 years, and he only missed 4 games. This is no just retirement, kid. This is going to be a loss for the Detroit Lions. They lost Aaron Glenn. They lost Ben Johnson. They lost Frank Ragnow. I don't know, man. I'm not high on Detroit. They lost a lot. Their win total is at 10.5 plus 110 for the over. That one I agree. That's plus money for a reason. They're losing a lot, kid. I think some regression is finally coming for them.
And I think this is, poor timing for any Lions fans right now. The fact that you get this news, and it's clearly something to do with injury. Definitely got a lot of years left. If he was healthy, there's no doubt he's a top 5 center, realistically, top 3, especially when healthy. It's just a bad timing if you're a Lions fan, because not for nothing, you lost your DC, you lost your offensive coordinator, you lost a lot. Now you're gonna lose your anchor down the middle. Deal, like you said, it's gonna be tough to overcome. And now you didn't draft it. I'm not sure if you drafted a center. But now you're gonna have to fill the gap or go shopping, see what's available free agency. Definitely bad timing. What, OTAs just starting?
They didn't draft a center. They drafted an offensive guard, 2 offensive guards in the 2nd and 6th round.
Hey, one of them hopefully has.
You can't put a rookie offensive guard in snapping for Jared Goff.
No,
you just can't do that this
late. I think they're going to be making some calls, see if they could trade for somebody, because it's, like I said, it's just a bad timing if you're the Detroit Lions.
I think you said it the best. It's not that he retired. If he retired 4 months ago, you have some time to prepare. Yeah. He retired 2 months to the season.
He retired literally in voluntary OTAs. There's practice is going on right now. And
shout out Stephon Diggs for actually getting there.
Yeah, shout out Diggs. And not for nothing. He probably went into work and was like,
I don't got it.
I can't do this.
I don't got it.
Nah, he probably still got it.
He probably still got it, but he's like, I don't want to do it.
Do this. Like, I don't need to do this anymore.
I'm gonna look up real quick just because I haven't, and he probably doesn't need it.
I'm gonna say 80 mil.
Yeah, you knew what I was gonna look up. All-time earnings. Oh nah, he is good. He's made $78 million in his career.
Come on now, 80. Stop playing with me.
Out of $78 million, how much you think is in the bank? A lot.
I'm gonna say 20 something.
Easy, and he probably got real estate.
I'm gonna say his net worth over 30.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out Frank. He is a great center, and this is Detroit in my lifetime. Even though they've been bad, they've always had a very solid offensive line. So this is going to be hard to replace. I got the news today, kid, and I was like, they're losing a lot. I don't know if they're going to be the same team, especially early on. Yeah. I think in the early part of the season, there are going to be times where I'm going to be fading the Detroit Lions.
We got to see, because we'll see how, the 1-2 punch is, but I still give them a shot to be the best running game in football. And after that,
even without Frank?
Well, Ben Johnson?
Yeah.
I still give them a shot to be the best, if not top 5.
Yeah, I don't think there's no doubt that they have the 2 best running backs. That I don't doubt. I doubt the offensive line. I doubt the play calling. That's what I doubt. I don't doubt the talent. at all. So we'll see. They are losing a lot, though.
Mm-hmm.
So thought that was interesting as well.
If there's
But
one man that can fix it, is Dan Campbell, former tight end,
tight end.
and we know he knows how to get down on the line.
He's a legend. I fucking love Dan Campbell. All right, kid. Anything else I missed over the weekend? Do you catch anything over the weekend that I missed?
It was
about
kind
it.
Kind of slow.
Yeah, kind of slow. It's the dog days of summer. All right, kid. Before we get to the MLB slate, a quick word from our sponsor. We are brought to you each and every episode by Viva Tequila Seltzer, the most refreshing hard seltzer on the market, hands down. Is no wonder why Viva was voted #1 hard seltzer in the world by San Francisco World Spirit Competition, with only 88 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and a light 4.5 ABV. Viva is the perfect drink for your post-game celebration, as it was created with that active lifestyle in mind. We flavored tequila seltzer because flavor is the spice of life, and we like our drinks with just a kick, just like how we like our lives, whether it's Huckleberry playing around a golf with the boys or an Elderberry watching, what are we going to watch this weekend? Watching the NBA Finals, Game 1 Thursday. Our flavors pair perfectly with our Artisanal Blanco tequila for that subtle and refreshing drink, I believe, here at the Dream Wager and at Viva is to live long, live well, and live it up. All right, kid, let's get to it. Like I said, short slate here on a Monday on the Diamond, only 7 games. I do have 3 plays that I like, but before I get to it, do you have anything that you like for Monday?
I got one lean and then one official play. With the one lean, I kind of like the Brew Crew on the road, 1-5 straight deal. You know, I was cashing with them about 2 weeks ago. They've been hot. Cincinnati. I like Singer. That's the only thing concerned. I think Singer is a solid pitcher, but kind of like the Brew Crew. I'm leaning them -106 on the money line. And then my only play, it's a little chalky. If anything, parlay them. If you're feeling that way, give me Fritz and the Red Sox at home versus the Angels. You know how I feel about the Angels. So they're not a good team, but I'm not gonna front people. The Red Sox have been struggling as of late.
They won yesterday, though.
We won yesterday, though, but we haven't been pretty good in May. I think in June. We turn it around. Give me the Red Sox -150.
It is nice to see Devers finally hitting again. I know he was struggling a little bit. The rookie Campbell was struggling, but they started to pick it up a little bit.
June, man. Remember, it's a little much colder up in Boston than it is everywhere else now.
Yeah, I do like them. The Halos stink. I actually earlier I saw the Red Sox +140 on the run line. I thought that was some pretty good value there, but yeah, Richard Fitz has been okay. Tyler Anderson just stinks. So, yeah, I like the Red Sox, too. It's a little chalky, but I'm actually going to be on the Reds here. I like Brady Singer. Brewers are one of the hottest teams now. It's more of a fade on Aaron Savali, though, to be honest. So, he doesn't go long into games. Walks are an issue for him as well. So, I'm going to take the Reds here. I know they haven't been playing the best baseball here lately, but I trust them a little more here at home. So, I'm going to take the Reds here. Love the first 5 under between Jack Flaherty and Jonathan Cannon. Tigers White Sox game. Jonathan Cannon, one of the weirdest home and road splits. On the road, fade this man, but at home, surprisingly serviceable. 1.17 ERA, no home runs given up, only 2 runs given up in 15 innings. And White Sox have been in most of those games early on. So Tigers, yes, they're one of the best baseball teams in the league right now. But they're only averaging 3.4 runs in their last 5 games. So I think first 5, plus we got winds blowing in as well. So first 5 under for the Tigers and White Sox. Or if you want to go full game, I don't mind that either. Actually, I like two more. I kind of like the over as well with Luis Severino and Joe Ryan. Over 9. 19-10. At home, the over is for the A's, including going over in 5 straight games. So, Luis Severino, another guy, he's so weird. On the road, he's really good, but at home, 6.20 ERA, 6 of his 7 home starts, he's given up 2+ runs. 6 of those games went over the number in double digits. So, hitter-friendly ballpark. I think we see another double-digit game there. And then I like the over in the Mets and the Dodgers. I know we like to kind of fade teams that play on Monday night or Sunday night baseball, but Dustin May, he's terrible. And this is Paul Blackburn's first game for the Mets starting since last August. Dodgers are the best team, hitting team at least. They have the best offense, in my opinion. Hitting .293 at home. They're averaging around 6.5 runs per game. You got to imagine he's going to be on some type of pitch count here. So I don't know. I think the Dodgers get to Paul Blackburn. I think this is a bad spot for them. And the Mets, I know it was the Rockies, Double-A team, but Juan Soto, he's starting to heat up. Pete Alonso, Francisco Lindor, they all homered last game. So they're starting to heat up as well. I'll take the over in that game as well. Mets, kid, back in first place.
Like what I'm seeing, Dill. Shout out to Mets.
All right, kid. Let's go to the NHL real quick. We'll go to the NHL and then we'll end in the NBA. So game 1 is Wednesday, 8:00. Edmonton has home ice advantage. They are minus 127 for game 1, plus 113 for the Florida Panthers. Total is at 6. If you like the series price, minus 124 for the Oilers, plus 104 for the Panthers. Before we get to game 1, thoughts, I guess, on this. Is it finally coming home? Canadian team finally winning the cup. Can Connor McDavid win the big one? What are your thoughts here for the NHL?
First of all, clearly the best 2 teams.
Yes.
In the NHL. Great rematch here. I do like the Panthers to repeat there, but we can't deny how good the Oilers been. Especially, we saw how good they were in the conference finals. But like you said, McDavid showing he's the best player in the world. It's gonna be tough for this Oilers team to lose 2 in a row, in my opinion. But I think right now I like Florida plus 104.
My heart wants the Panthers to win, but I think like you said, you can't discredit how good and how dominant they've been here lately, the Oilers. So I don't know. I'm banking on the fact that the final won't go the distance. I don't think it goes 7 games. I think the Oilers get their revenge. I think they win it. I like the series price at minus 124. I think they win in 6 games or fewer. I like Edmonton minus 1.5. You could get that at plus 182. I also be playing. I like Edmonton. They win game 1 and the series at plus 160. I think that is a good play as well. 2 Edmonton props that I kind of like as well. I think Connor McDavid to lead the series in points at plus 170. And I think Corey Perry, legend, old school guy, Corey Perry to have at least 2 goals in this series. And that's at minus 125. Laying a little chalk here, but I like that as well. So those are kind of been my series play. And obviously for game 1, like I just said, I do like Edmonton here at home. They clearly have the home ice advantage. Minus 127. I don't mind that. Kind of lean the over. I think both teams are going to be able to score at will. Goalies, Sergei Bobrovsky has been good, but a lot of time off now here. And he hasn't gone against Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid. They got Ryan Nugent-Hopkins as well. They got killers on this team, and I think they get their revenge. So, yeah, like I said, I like them in game 1. I like them in the series. I took a minus 1.5. And I like them to win game 1 and the series at plus 160. Connor McDavid to lead the series in points at plus 170, and Corey Perry to score at least 2 goals at minus 125. Any plays for game 1, or are you going to go Panthers?
I'm going game 1. Give me the over 6.5, Dill.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see a ton, maybe not a ton, but wouldn't be surprised if this series averages, 7 goals a game, 8 goals a game, just because we've seen Florida Panthers countless times, run up three goals in about 5 minutes stretch. So wouldn't be surprised we see that at least a couple times this series. Give me the over 6.5. Watch out. If the second period wasn't so juice on the over, I think it's minus 180. Would have told you to take the second period over as well.
Second period over has been good, especially if, say, we get a slow period 1 where it's just 0-0 or 1-0. The next period, usually the over. You live bet that. That's a great call. If you're watching it on Wednesday night and they don't score in the first period and they kind of take a little bit to get the feet going a little bit, live over second period over 1.5. That is a line mine. I like that play. All right, let's get to the NBA Finals. We'll preview that real quick. Game 1 is Thursday night, 8:30. A little late, right?
Almost past my bedtime.
And it ain't going to start 8:30. You're going to start like 8:35, 8:40.
No, 8:52. I'm going to assume.
Oh, that's your opinion.
I'm going to say 8:49 tip-off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give him the benefit of the doubt. For the series, Thunder minus 660, Pacers plus 42. Before we even touch it, is that disrespectful, or do you think that's accurate?
Two things could be true, Dylan.
It's true.
It's definitely disrespectful, but is it no doubt that the Thunder has been the best team in the league all year?
Yes.
So to me, two things could be true.
All right. We'll see. I'm interested to hear your play. They are 9.5-point favorites here for game one, but for series, let's just talk series minus
game
1.5.
Game one plays will be live on Thursday.
Yes.
People.
So
I'll
series, obviously, there's no unless you're on the Pacers, which, hey, Jim Irsay died for this fucking team. They might be a team of destiny.
Might be. Jim Irsay probably has a ticket right now.
Upstairs, he is betting every shout out Jim Irsay. Absolute fucking legend. Unless you're in the Indianapolis area and you're on them, you got to find some way to get some value from the Thunder. So what are we thinking here?
Still, call me crazy. Call me crazy. I got a few plays for you people.
All right, let me hear it.
You want to start off conservative, or you want to go straight to it?
No, I want a conservative and then fucking hit me.
Let's go straight conservative. People, you heard on the beginning of the show, Dylan saying I was thinking about betting. What was it? Unwise?
No. I don't know what I said. Fuck, we'll run the tape back. No, I said irresponsible bet.
Yeah, irresponsible amount of money on the bet. I'm about to tell the people the bet. And I'm telling you right now, most likely going to put multiple units on it. When I say multiple, I say multiple units on it. Most rebounds in the series.
Wow.
Give me Chet Holmgren, minus 130, by a mile. Look, I think Pascal is next, and then Harvenstein. Pascal's not going to get the rebounds. Miles Turner's not going to be nowhere close. Harvenstein's not going to get the minutes. Chet Holmgren to have the most rebounds, minus 130. Put it in, people. I'm telling you right now, I'm advising you. Take a nice summer trip on your boy. Take the money you have saved up. Maybe take half of that. Put it on Chet.
Okay.
And then thank me later. Chet to have the most rebounds, most total rebounds, minus 130. Put it in, people. All right, now let's go a step up, Dill. You might disagree with me. I'm going to give him a shot. Give me Indy. Plus 2.5 games. Wow. Series spread. Plus 108. I got the series going 6, people. Give me 6 total games at plus 300. Give me the over 5.5. Plus 120. Dylan, hear me out. We saw this OKC team lose game 1 of the second round of the Western Conference to a very good Denver team. You know who's undefeated on the road this postseason? Oh, no, they lost the game. They lost game 5. I apologize. You know who's like 7-1 so far this postseason, Dylan? Indiana Pacers. Wouldn't shock me one bit if they not just cover the spread for game 1, but win outright for game 1. Wouldn't be surprised at all, Dill. So give me over 5.5 wins. 5.5 games plus 120. Give me 6 games series plus 300. Give me Indy to cover 2.5 series game spread at plus 108. And here's the big one. Pacers to win game 1. Thunders to win the finals plus 500. Telling you right now, people, I like that one. But put Chet Holmgren in.
Pacers to win game 1, but OKC to win the series
plus 500. You heard it here first. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, I have 3 plays. No player props that really caught my eye because I hate everyone on the Pacers.
Real quick.
Let's say Pascal Siakam.
Real quick, people. Just so the people out there know, for the Eastern Conference Finals, your boy gave out straight bangers, and I hit a plus 1,300 Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Josh
Hart to lead the series in rebounds plus 500 hit as well. So
that hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had more than Cat.
Yeah, double digits in 4 of the 5 games or 4 of the 6 games. And I think Carl only averaged 11. And I think Josh Hart averaged 12.
Wow. Shout out Josh Hart. Plus 500.
Thunder and 5. 4-1 plus 210. Under 5.5 games at minus 148. And then series after 3 games, OKC up 3-0 at plus 164. Those are my plays until game 1. But I'll lay the 9.5 as well.
I wish I could get an overtime play because I did hit plus 410 any game to go overtime.
I like that. Is there a thing?
I couldn't find one. So Eastern
series specials.
Yeah, that's where you try to find them at. I would like any game to go into overtime. It was
I found it. Number of games to reach overtime: 0 at minus 350, 1 at plus 240, or 2 24 to 1. 1. Just do 1 and you'll get plus 240.
We hit plus 410 in the Eastern Conference Final. In game 1, people, that ticket cash.
Yeah.
Game one. I almost crashed the plus 3,000. Player to hit a game-winning shot as time expires, but his foot was on the line. Highly at plus 3,000. Might take that again.
The foot on the line has cost you twice in your life.
Yeah, as a Nets fan and as a plus 3,000 ticket.
As a ticket holder, exactly. Yeah. But kid, thank you. Anything else before we get up out of here?
Just know on Thursday we're gonna have a banger of an episode, people. So be ready.
Mal trying to go for his own triple crown. We got the Belmonts this week. We got UFL playoffs. Playoffs are back. MLB. We got game 1 recap of NHL. We got game 1 plays NBA Finals, and UFC 316 in Brick City in our backyard, Newark, New Jersey. The Hood. Ooh, 2 title fights. Cannot wait for that. It's going to be a loaded weekend for everyone here. But kid, thank you so much. Enjoy the games this week. Good luck on your bets, and we will see you guys on Thursday. Peace.